Peacock here with Wilderness Innovation. Today I just want to give a couple of or a few quick tips on our PST, our personal survival tarp, and particularly some of the small things that we've upgraded on it here and there over the last few months or a little while. And we're always improving things here or there. Most of the time we don't ever say anything to anybody, we just do it. But thought, we've accumulated a few things here, so thought, well, let me go ahead and just let you know what some of those things are so you can be aware of it. I'm in the this is the tan colored PSTL, the large 10 by 10, set up here with kind of a forester style front on it. And I'll even show you a little about how I set that up. And so let me just get into a few things that we've done with the PST to try to make things a little bit better for us and for our customers, because we use these things ourselves all the time. So now you see right here I've got my tent stake, and I'm using the shock cord on it to hook to my corner tab on my tarp. And I like to do that a lot because, if you get a wind going or something, why, that just kind of stretches and then pulls back, so it keeps a constant tension on your tarp without having to reconfigure cords and all that kind of thing. All right, I'll show you right here, a little more convenient. Show you on this little tarp here. It's our new small size in multicam, 5x5. But all of our tarps have the tie outs, the tabs on the top side. The little small one here has two. And but what we started doing is, this is all sewn through a membrane that's between the Velcro and the fabric, and that holds it pretty well. But we decided to go ahead, and we're actually seam sealing the outside here on top, on the outside surface, to give a little more protection there. Actually, even after manufacture, before we ship these out, we're actually seam sealing our center line seams on the tarps. So that's a surface sealer. Another thing we're doing also is the tarp bag here. This is the regular size in the coyote color. We've put a drain plug in the bottom, and just to help if you get, sometime you're out, you get a little excess moisture, kind of gives a little chance for a little ventilation inside of there till you get home. The other thing we've done here is we've made this is called our taper top bag, and the top of the bag is bigger diameter than the bottom is. And so what that does is that makes it much easier for when you stuff your tarp in there. It goes in there a lot easier. And also, you may know or whatever, but we've done this for quite a while. We do bind all the seams on the inside of the bag, which finishes them off a little nicer, and also gives a little extra protection on the edge in there. And we've also started serging the drawstring pocket here. Another thing here is to look for is all of our multicam gear is genuine licensed multicam products, and you'll see our multicam genuine SOTAG logo sewed into our gear. So just to let you know, this is the real McCoy here. Okay, now one other difference is this is the old style tent stake bag, which is basically kind of a square bag, and the tent stakes, everything dropped in the bottom horizontal, and this bag rolled up and went into your kit. And then you had your two Velcro tabs on the bottom. You could stick a pole up inside like we've done right here. I'll show you that in a moment. And so this kind of does two purposes. One, it protects your tarp from maybe some edges on a pole that you might be using to hold up your tarp. And also, because of the Velcro here, it mates with the Velcro sewn in to the tabs on the tarp. And that way, if you get a wind coming up or whatever, this thing doesn't shift around on you, and we're not having to make a grommet hole or something like that for a pole to go up through. So that's what that does. Now, our new design is now a round cylindrical bag, and what we've done is we've put a round Velcro on the bottom, and now you just drop that over your pole here, and we've put a shock cord in here for the drawstring with a pop lock on it. So you want to have a stick that's not, you don't necessarily want to have something really sharp on there, but just kind of knock any sharpness off or whatever. Then you just put, this is kind of a small diameter compared to this other one here, but you just kind of put the point of your stick there. You come down here and see, we've drawn that up there, so that holds all this in place to keep it from shifting around. And that deal right there will just stick up to the Velcro that's inside here. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to add a second upright inside here just to show you I can pull up another foot of headroom several feet back from the front here. Okay, so I've got my little pole here, and there's a tab right. The big tarp has 3 centerline tabs, so it's got the one this is on up near the corner, and it's got one right here, and then this one back here is actually the center of the tarp. So what I'm going to do is take that Velcro, I'm going to stick it right up here to this Velcro patch right there. And now I'll just push up like that. I've about 5 feet back from the corner here, I've pushed up about another foot on the tarp. Now a lot of times I tie something off, I can use the tab on the outside to do it as well. But let's say you're in an area where the trees aren't real conducive to that. A couple of sticks like we got right here, and and you're good to go. So I'm going to do kind of just a little walk around here. All right, now I'll just show you how I configured the front of this to give us our kind of little awning type front here instead of a point. And what I did is instead of tying off to the corner tab, I went back to the next set of tabs and I put the 2 of them together. If you look right here, you'll see I've got 2 tabs right there, and I put my parachute cord through there, so that ties me back 1 set of tabs. And then I'll just loosen this up here. I just put a little toggle in it over here. But there's the point of the tarp right here that I've just basically folded back, and then I just pull that over here, and that's how we create that little slanting front right here, which is kind of nice. Kind of helps keep a little more sun out, a little more weather out. And you can even get more extreme than that and come back to the next set and move the pole back to the next tab, and you can close about half of the opening in like that. We'll show you that on another video. All right, so I've pitched the PST-L large tarp in a diamond configuration with a little Forester style front on here, where it kind of gives you a little more protection from the elements. Instead of coming straight out to a point right here, we kind of pull that down, and I've just tied that down here to the ground to a stake. Alright, so I've pitched this off. I put the pole right here inside of a tent stake bag and stuck it to that first tab right up there on the inside of the little Velcro patch that goes there, and that gives me my setup. And I could just leave it like that and that would be fine, but I just, as I showed you, I just put that second pole inside of there, which pulls back this way and gives us more inside headroom space. So there you see kind of the shape here. We got our little awning type front, and we're sloping back down here. We're pulling up a little bit with that other pole inside, and then on down to the point, and we've staked out the corners. This kind of setup here is about 5 minutes or so to set it up. It's pretty quick, and you can easily sleep 3 people in there with a little bit of gear, and have some pretty decent protection. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it, that you can make this setup, but this is just one of them. All right, now you can see this. You can see the shape of it a little bit better here. So you can see we've got our pull-up point right here with the pole inside, going on up to the very top up there with the pole inside of there, a little awning front, and everything staked out here very nicely. And the regular size tarp will set up just like this, just a smaller scale. And in the regular size one, you can sleep, you can put 2 people in it, 1 person with all of the gear or something like that. All right, so there we are, looking head on into it. Very simple setup. Nice thing here, whether you got abundant trees or not, you can still use poles inside to set it up, just whatever you find laying around, or you can use hiking sticks or whatever you want, whatever works to make that thing go for you.